All right, for our next course at the John David Ebert School for the Study of Culture, Cosmology, and the Arts, we're going to read through David Foster Wallace's 1996 novel, Understanding Infinite Jest, or Infinite Jest. We'll be seeking to understand it. Now, I've never read Wallace, but I have him on good recommendation from my literary friends whose taste I respect and trust, have said that it's Pynchon worthy, it's good. And reading the summaries on it on Wikipedia and so forth, it does look really funny, and it looks like a roasting of corporate America, basically. And the characters, the three brothers, are based on the three brothers in the Brothers Karamazov, which we just read. We went through that amazing novel. That thing was something else. It lives up to its reputation, that one does. So this is going to start on Saturday, July 12th, and we're going to start at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, MST, Mountain Standard Time, and then we'll go through the novel across 8 weeks all the way down to Saturday, August 20th, where we'll finish the class there. So 8 weeks total as we go through it. Now, if you want to enroll, to attend live is the enrollment fee is $225. And then, but if you just want a subscription to the classes and you don't necessarily want to attend the discussions, the fee would be $150 for a subscription. And then I've got all my other classes so far all on here, and I can send them to you. Basically, usually at the end of the month I do a fire sale to make sure I make rent. So they're $50 each, whichever one of these you want. There's a lot of them. I think we're well up into 20 something, 23, 24 maybe, 25. We're in the middle of we're just finishing up Thomas Pynchon's great novel, Against the Day, and I use that. The word great is not adequate to the immensity, the colossalness of the achievement of Pynchon's novel, which he published in 2006. I thought that when I was halfway through it, and we're about 2/3 of the way now, when I was halfway through it, I thought, this is probably the best novel ever written by Thomas Pynchon. Probably the best novel ever written by an American after Moby Dick. Now I'm thinking I like it better than Moby Dick. I think it's the greatest American novel ever written. We'll see what Wallace has to offer with Infinite Jest. I don't think he's going to be anywhere in Pynchon's league as far as, at least not Against the Day is concerned. Maybe with Gravity's Rainbow. Gravity's Rainbow is Pynchon's most famous work, and it's an exemplary, it's a sort of a apotheosis of the postmodern novel, and I agree with that. But it's very sloppily written, and the prose gets much better with Mason and Dixon, which I think is about twice as good as Gravity's Rainbow, and I think Against the Day is about 3 times as good as any of those. Let's see, we've finished A Thousand Plateaus, recently Dostoevsky and Heidegger, class on European art, the Iliad, the Greek myths, Mason and Dixon, Moby Dick, understanding Paul Virilio, understanding Jean Baudrillard, Finnegan's Wake. We went through that. That's a total of 17 videos. No, 18, including the intro video that I made for YouTube. Gene Gebser's Ever-Present Origin, Thomas Mann's Epic Tetralogy, Joseph and His Brothers, and The Magic Mountain. Those were stunning books. We went back through Ulysses, and we started with Dubliners and A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, then Ulysses, then Finnegan's Wake. So we covered all of Joyce, and that was just dazzling. The Evolution of Media Studies, Mythology in the Movies, where we went through all my books, scene-by-scene books on 2001: A Space Odyssey, Apocalypse Now, Star Wars, The Shining, Alien, Blade Runner, and Videodrome. Those are the 7 books that I have on those films, scene-by-scene commentaries. We went through Philosophies and Mythologies of World History with Joachim Fiore, Vico, Hegel, Spengler, Toynbee, and Carol Quigley. Then we went through, we went through the Cosmology, Mythology, and Philosophy of Rudolf Steiner. And we went through his books Theosophy, How to Know Higher Worlds, Cosmic Memory, The Principle of Spiritual Economy, The Fifth Gospel, Karmic Relationships, The Dawning of the Age of the Archangel Michael. And I'm thinking about doing a sequel, Rudolf Steiner Class 2, where we'll use as the primary text an outline of esoteric science, which is his Bible. That's his big epic, and we'll just go through that chapter by chapter. Possibly we'll also look at his series of lectures on anthroposophical medicine and on biodynamic farming. I haven't read those, and I'm very curious about what he has to say. We did Nietzsche. We did the history of German idealist philosophy, Kant, Fichte, Schelling, Hegel, and Schopenhauer. We did a course on understanding mythology, going through Carl Jung, Joseph Campbell, my mentor, William Irwin Thompson, one of my books, and then Mary Sedegast, who was a friend of mine and Thompson's, and Maria Gimbutas, whose pupil was, surprisingly, J.P. Mallory. Surprising because his book is all about her cowboy bad guys. The Psychology of Carl Jung, Transformations of Consciousness Through Time, where we went through Rudolf Steiner, Sri Aurobindo, Eric Neumann, Jean Gebser, Teilhard de Chardin, and Arthur Young. And that was the class that we started with, and I believe that was, 2 years ago now, or maybe 3. I'm losing track of time. So, I've got quite a few more ideas for a lot more classes, so there'll be quite a few more. This Understanding European Art, the price should be changed on this to actually $50 because I'm doing the fire sale. Well, anything you want, so just I can send it to you through Gmail. Hit me up at my PayPal is johndavidebert@gmail.com. Put the money in there and I'll send you the videos instantly through Google Drive. Okay, that's it. So that's the setup for this particular class. I'll see you in class.